bring it back. What's good, y'all boys? What's up, y'all? Welcome back. Today I'm gonna do a story time. I actually put on Twitter, did y'all want to see a story time or did y'all want to see me react to my old pictures? And y'all said the story time. So I'm gonna do this little story time of when you all may know them, my best friends Hannah and Kennedy, and our other friend Tez, we drowned. All of us didn't drown, but you'll see what I'm talking about. So yeah, let's do this. Okay, so it started one beautiful summer evening. Well, this was like nighttime at this point. Earlier that day, my friend Maya actually came up to Atlanta. I know her from school. She came up to Atlanta, and I hung out with her and her best friend or whatever, and we just had a marvelous time. We had a great time. And then I was like, oh, we should link with my best friends. Like, they're really cool, and I want y'all to meet anyway, you know. I want y'all to hang out. So we hung out. Bada bing, boom. We got a little lifted. Yeah, if you know, you know. So that happened, and then we was like, we were supposed to be going to the belt line. So we were like, okay, let's go to the belt line and ride the scooters or whatever. So it was maybe around like midnight at this point. We was like, okay, let's get ready to go to the belt line. Maya and them were like, actually, we're gonna go ahead and head back home. They're from Athens, so they was like, we're gonna go ahead and head back home because it's getting late or whatever. So we were like, oh dang, okay. But we still wanted to go to the belt line, so we was like, ooh, our friend Tez loved going to the belt line, so let's call him and invite him and tell him push up, let's do this. So we did that or whatever. We go in the house, we get ready. It's maybe about 12:30, 12:45 at this point. We go pick Tez up and we hop on the road. Okay, so I had to adjust the camera, so if it like changed, my bad. Okay, so we hop on the expressway, and you know how when you on the road, it's like the street signs or whatever, and they'll say you can go this way and it'll take you here or here, but if you go this way, it'll take you here or there. So we happened to see one that said Savannah. So we had actually been talking all summer, and we was like, oh, we should go to Savannah for a day trip. Like, that'd be real fun. We could plan it out and just go down there and have fun or whatever. It's about 1 a.m. at this point, and we're on the road, and we see it. And I think Hannah was like, y'all trying to go to Savannah? I'm like, what? Everybody's like, yeah, bro. Like, let's do it. Like, come on. I'm like, y'all, like, I don't think that's a good idea. Like, we don't have no clothes. We have one phone charger. Like, I don't think that's a good idea. They're like, nah, come on, like, let's just do it. Let's do it. And I'm like, I don't, So I'm just kind of sitting there silent, and we're just driving or whatever. And Hannah's like, say something, what we gonna do? Come on. I'm like, y'all. And they're like, come on, when else would we do it? We've been talking about it, so we might as well do it. So I was like, I mean, whatever, like, let's go. Let's ride out. So they're like, bet, we get lit. We hop on the... When I think back on this, like, there were so many red flags for like this entire like trip that we literally ignored. But whatever. So we hop on the expressway, we playing the music, we lit, we in the car lit, having fun, like no regrets, you know what I'm saying? So we're headed down the street and we're driving. So we're kind of just in the car vibing or whatever. So we get down there maybe like 5 a.m. or whatever, and the sunset was around like 6-ish or something like that. It's sunrise. So we were like, oh, we can go to the beach and watch the sunrise. And everybody was like, bet, we can do that. But we was like, first we need to go to Walmart. Folks, I gotta use the bathroom. Everybody used the bathroom. We need to go get stuff for the beach. We can't go out on the beach with nothing to sit on. Like, we need blankets and stuff to sit on, stuff like that. So we're like, bet. We find a Walmart and we drive down there. We get to the Walmart. We use the restroom. We get blankets and stuff. We were looking at like hats and like just dumb stuff. So we get blankets and we check out and we hop back on the road so we can go to the beach. The beach may be like 30 minutes away. So we're going. We see the sun kind of rising, but not really. So we're like, we got to get there. So we get to the beach. It was actually really pretty. Like, the sunrise was like really pretty. It was really peaceful. We was just out there making videos and stuff like that. And I'll insert some of those in there.
Put that Zenny on your tongue. I'm about to show out like a pump. Okay. Okay.
What was your name? What up, gang?
What up?
We out here.
Back at it again with another video.
Okay. Easy, breezy, beautiful. Thugger girl.
Cover
Lover
girl.
girls.
Okay.
Thugger girls.
Gee. I'm playing. Come on, let's do it. Honey, you got anything to say to the camera? Nothing. Kennedy? Nothing. Morgan? Nathan.
Let's just catch it.
She say those classics. You got the Daisy Dukes and the Shirley Bell. Did I do that? Okay, for Hannah, we got the classic white tee, the Nike shorts, the Nike shoes, the Air Max 97. She thought it was Easter and all that.
These is hard.
All right.
Classic Fashion Nova.
Classic.
White on the toes.
White on the toes.
Mink, bitch.
Okay.
Versace.
Mink classic.
Versace. Wait, we gotta catch your drip.
Oh.
And then
Show.
okay.
With
Let them know.
With the Bathsheba boy.
Let them know. Let them know.
Okay.
Period. He got a dashiki. Period.
Young Doug drip.
Yes, sir. Jeffrey. Man, we really just out here.
Gotta keep it on you.
You gotta stay ready so you don't have to feel ready. Period.
Move like a snake.
Got the
Ooh.
holly
Ooh, like a snake. What? Oh, they need to. If he poops, you scared the birds when you said that. They start. Ooh, like a snake. It's JROTC. That's JROTC. Oh no!
I'm about to go, but I'm about to make my final translation day to become mermaid.
So yeah, it was just really fun. Like, it was really nice. We was like, we gotta take pictures and this, that, and the third. Like, it was fun. So after we had our fun or whatever, and we were goofing around, we all kind of just like laid out on the beach, and we were looking out, you know, just taking it all in. So it's maybe like around 7 o'clock at this point. So we're like, okay, we need to go eat. Like, we're hungry. Drive back into Savannah. Like, we were like at like the I forgot to mention that we couldn't find parking for the beach. So I think we parked at some hotel that literally said like no parking for the beach or whatever. We parked there and we got to walking, and we walked down the street, we walked to the beach, and that was just that. So yeah, so we was like, let's go eat. It's around 7 o'clock at this point. So we come back into Savannah and we find a Burger King, because you know Burger King got that breakfast be busting with the French toast. So we get something to eat, and I'm actually in the car sleeping. And after we eat, I go to sleep. So they're still up or whatever. And so this is actually gonna be funny, because my mom is gonna watch this, and I don't think she knows this part, and I kind of just like haven't brought it up, but here we go. So I go to sleep and I wake up, my phone is going off, like it's ringing. I'm like, what is going on? So I wake up, it's my mom. So I answer the phone, and I'm like, hello, and she's like, where you at? And I'm like, huh? She's like, where are you? I'm like, oh, we in Savannah. Like, we had that conversation. So I get back in the car, because I stepped outside and had a conversation, and when I get back in the car, and Hannah goes, you know we not in Savannah, right? I'm like, excuse me? Where are we? So I'm looking around like, how long was I asleep? Where we at? They said, oh, we're in Hilton Head. So at this point, we've crossed state lines. And all I can think about is the fact that my mom is gonna kill me. You know what I'm saying? Like, we was in Savannah, like, at one point, like, that's okay, but, like, we're in Hilton Head, baby. Like, that's in South Carolina. We've crossed state lines. Like, are y'all crazy? Y'all could have woke me up and got my opinion. You know what I'm saying? Like, what is going on? So, boom, we've crossed state lines. And so I'm like, well, the damage is done. So Kennedy was like, oh, we trying to figure out something we want to do or whatever. Like, we can go kayaking, we can go bike riding or something. Like, we just got to figure out what we want to do. So I'm like, I don't really want to go kayaking. Hannah's like, I don't really want to go kayaking. Let's just, I don't know, let's figure it out. So it's maybe like, it's pushing about 10 o'clock at this point. So we was like, we need to go charge our phones. So where we were parked at, it was like a hotel across the street. So we were like, let's go in there and charge our phones with the one charger we have, and let's just figure out what we want to do. So we get into the hotel and we're charging our phones or whatever. We're in there just laughing around and playing around and stuff like that. We're asking the lady that works there, like, what can we do? So, you know, they have the little brochures and stuff at hotels of different stuff you can do where you're at. So we get one of those and we're looking, and there was actually a little couple that was sitting there in the hotel lobby with us at the time, and it was a little old white couple. We were in there with them laughing or whatever. Not laughing with them, we were laughing together, and they got up and left. So they leave, and I don't remember I think Kennedy noticed that they left their phone, but like, what are we gonna do with it? So we was just like, oh, okay. So we're still in there laughing and stuff. Maybe like 20 minutes later, the little old white woman comes back in. And she's like, oh my God, thank you guys so much for not stealing my phone. Like, oh my God, have this. Hands us $40. We're like, because we didn't. That's racist. I don't know how, but it's definitely racist. So we're like, bet. Like, I'm not finna put a question mark where God put a period. We gonna take this $40 and we gonna do what we want to do with it. You feel what I'm saying? That's when Kennedy was like, we got $40. We might as well go kayaking. Me and Hannah are like, okay, bet, whatever. Let's do it. Tez is like, let's do it. So Ken went online, made the appointment or whatever. So we sat in that hotel for maybe like another 30 minutes. Our appointment was at like 2. It was pushing like noon at this point. So I had on my Air Force Ones and Hannah had on some shoes that she wasn't trying to get like wet and stuff like that. So we're like, we need to go back to Walmart. We need to get like water shoes and whatever other stuff we need or whatever to go kayaking. So that's exactly what we did. We go to Walmart, and the Walmart was pretty close. So we go to the Walmart and we get water shoes, and just different stuff. Whatever we felt like we needed, we got it. So our appointment was at 2 o'clock. So we start heading back to where we were supposed to be at around like 1:30. So we get there and we're like, hey, we have an appointment at 2 for kayaking. They're like, okay, bet, wait here. Cool. He goes, follow me. We're going to go outside to the boats. He said, y'all are going to do 2 and 2, so pick who you want to ride with or whatever. Ted was like, I'm going to ride with Hannah. I was like, I'm going to ride with Ken. So boom, that's what we did. The biggest person got in the back. Ted's got in the back of him and Hannah's boat. I got in the back of me and Kennedy's boat. And actually, before we even got in the kayaks, me and Hannah were like talking to him because Kennedy ran back to the car, and Hannah was like, do people die out here? He was like, not this week. We're like, So I was like, have people ever fell out of one of these? He was like, it's very rare that happens. So I'm like, so yeah, we were just asking him a bunch of questions or whatever, and I was like, oh wait, my phone, where can I put my phone? He was like, hold on, I got you. He runs back in, comes back out with this little bag. He's like, this is a waterproof bag, like whatever amount of water gets in your boat, like your phones will be fine. Put everything valuable in here. So I put my phone in there, Kennedy put her phone in there, Hannah put her phone in there, Hannah put her car keys in there, I put my ID in there, Kennedy put her ID in there, and I think I had a little bit of money in there also. Tez was like, I'ma hold my stuff. We're like, you're crazy, you're dumb, you're gonna lose your phone, you're an idiot. He's like, okay, whatever. So I get it, and I have the bag. That's the first mistake. Why would you give the most least responsible person the bag? But I had the bag, and I had the bag. So we get in our boats, we're boating.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man?
Me and Ken are going. We're going crazy. We hear Hannah like screaming, like what are you doing, Tez? Like, stop, spiders. So we look back. Hannah and Tez are like in the bushes. They're in the trees. Hannah's like screaming like, I don't want to get in this with you no more. I want to get out of this. So me and Ken like, let's go back and let's help them. So we paddle back to go help them. And Hannah's like, I don't want to be in this boat with him no more. Like, I don't want to be here. So I'm like, let's just switch. We can just go back and switch. So we paddle back to the beginning and we're like, hey, we want to switch because he doesn't know what he's doing. Hannah gets in with me and Ted gets in with Ken. So so you know, the person in the back is supposed to do all the work. Like, basically the person in the back is the one that's putting in the most work. Like, you have to make sure the boat don't tip, you gotta make sure the boat turns when it's supposed to turn, gotta make sure you stay floating, all of that. So of course I'm in the back. Disclaimer, my arms, I am not strong person.
So clearly I am not smart person either. I'm dead.
Like, I have no strength at all. Like, I couldn't lift myself out of bed. Like, I have zero strength. So we're paddling. It's going good. Tez and Ken are upstream. Me and Hannah, we're going in the bushes. But like, I'm getting us out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like, she get a couple spiders to the face, but like, she didn't die. You feel what I'm saying? So we go. And we're going downstream. And I got tired. Not even gonna hold y'all. Like, I was sick of paddling. I'm like, Hannah, go. I'm in the back like, I don't know what's going on, right? I'm tired. So there was like a branch in the water, and the branch was like in the water like this, right? So we go under the branch because we had no choice. We're either gonna hit the branch or go under the branch. So I'm like, let's just go under the branch. We get the boat like level under the branch. something happened, and I really don't know what. Like, it sounds like I don't know what happened. Something happened. The boat went like this. So I leaned this way to try to bring the boat back so we didn't flip that way. But I guess while I did that, it was too much weight. And and the whole boat, so the boat goes, I'm like, no. Whole boat goes whoosh. I'm like, me and Hannah fall out the boat. I can't swim. Hannah's drowning. I immediately, when I hit the water, I immediately thought I'm dead. Like death, like I'm dead. So I'm underwater. We had a life vest on, so I immediately popped back up. And I'm also like 5'11", so I could have just, no, I couldn't have stood up. I drowned. Like, so Hannah's like, so I get the boat from over us. I flip the boat over. We pop back up. Hannah's screaming. Hannah's crying like, oh my God, Morgan, Morgan, Morgan. She's kind of like floating out away from me. So she's like grabbing onto me. Same time, I'm trying to make sure I live because I can't swim. And now I have to save the both of us. While all of that is happening, my foot hits something. My foot steps onto something. I realized that it was the baggie with all of our necessities in life in it. I start screaming and crying, our phones, our stuff. Hannah's grabbing me. I'm drowning. I'm crying. She's crying. The stuff is underwater. I just don't know what to do. Tez and Kennedy are upstream laughing at us. And I'm like, help us. Like, oh my God, like this was actually really scary. So they realized it was real serious and they come back. They park the boat or whatever. They get out. Tez is like, y'all got to get out the water. So I grab Hannah because she's steady flowing. Like she's going. I grab her. We come. And while this is happening, there's like a group of Caucasians in like the bushes, like in the trees looking at us. And they're like recording us and stuff. Kennedy is going off like, stop recording us. Help us. Call somebody. Like, what are you doing? I'm steady screaming, help, help. Like I'm really dying. Like, girl, if you don't just calm down, you have a life vest on. If you don't just release yourself and calm down. So Tess pulls me and Hannah out the water like the king he is, my hero. Thanks, Tez. So we get out the water. I'm crying. Hannah's crying. I'm trying to explain to them, y'all, our phones are in that water. Like, I don't know what we're going to do, but our phones are in that water. Tez like, I got my phone. Yeah, thank you. I know that. Thank you for that. I appreciate you for letting us know that. Thank you. So some guy across the thing was like, we just called the fire department. They're coming. We're like, oh my God, like our stuff is in there. Like, what are we gonna do? The boat is flipped. The paddle, my paddle is upstream at this point. Like it's gone. Like it's up the river. Like I'm like, wow, like this really happened. So this is the point where we call our parents on Ted's phone and we're like, yeah, so I just drowned. And my mom was like, what? I'm like, we went kayaking. I flipped out. I drowned. She hung up. I said, okay. I kind of deserve that. You're right. Because I should have been at home. You're right. But it's okay. Like, no regrets. The Hannah and Kennedy parents are like, what? What's going on? Same time we hear fire department sirens. We're like, oh my God. They really called a fire truck. Like, what is going on? So the fire people come. We're like, we're over here. They come. They're like, you guys have any injuries? Are y'all good? We're like, yeah, we're good. They're like, are y'all sure? We're like, yeah, we're fine. Me and Hannah are soaking wet. Like, when I say soaking wet, I mean, like, I had on jean shorts. Like, y'all saw in the video what I had on. Like, I am soaking. My shirt is loose and wet. Like, we are wet. So, they're like, what happened? We explained it. So, they called the company that we were kayaking with. They're like, this just happened. We need y'all to come down here, whatever. So the guy comes paddling down there. While this is happening, Kennedy is telling him, like, I got to get in there and get our phones. And they're like, no, we cannot allow you to get in there. Kennedy's like, no, but I have to get in there and get our phones. We're like, yeah, somebody has to get in there and get our phones. And they're like, y'all cannot get back in that water. Like, there be alligators and stuff like that, this, that, and third. And Kennedy's like, no, y'all don't have a wetsuit. Like, if y'all just give me a wetsuit, I can get in that water and I can get our stuff. Like, just please, like, I can do it. They're like, no. Kennedy's like, I'm going to get in that water. So we're like, bet. So the man comes paddling down. I'm like, yo, our phones are in there. Can you see if you can like find it or whatever? He gets out his boat. What a king. And he's like stepping around trying to find the bag of phones. Because I'm like, I stepped on it right there, right under that branch. So can you just step around and see if you can find it? He's stepping around. He's trying to see, can he find it? No luck. I'm back in tears. I'm like, oh my God, like what is going on? Like, and I had just got my new phone. I'm like, and I ain't have Apple Care, bro. I ain't had that. I need my phone. Like, what is really going on? It's okay though, cause guess what? I got Apple Care now. You live and you learn. But yeah, so no luck. He's like, y'all gotta leave from over here. Like, I have to go back to work. Y'all gotta leave from over here. The fire department, like, y'all good? We're like, yeah. I think at one point, one of the men and Hannah are like going at it. Like, Hannah's like, they were going at it for something, and I cannot remember why, but I know they were like at each other, going at it. And so he got our phone numbers and our addresses and stuff like that. And so they were like, okay, we're about to leave. We gonna call y'all a ride to come get y'all and take y'all back to y'all car or whatever. So we're like, cool. So he's like, follow us this way. We're gonna tell you where they're gonna pick y'all up at. So we go, soaking wet. Soaking wet. They're like, you guys have to go return your life vest. Can I get a towel? Please? Please. So we go and we get in the van with the man. And we're just in there like, we're still in shock. So we're talking about it like, how could that possibly happen? We just kept telling everybody, the boat capsized. The boat capsized. When I tell y'all, I don't even know what that means to this day. Like, I don't know. Let's see. Let's see. Because I promise you, I don't even know what capsize is to this day. And I was telling everybody on that island that we capsized. Oh. Capsize is a boat to overturn in the water. Oh, so we capsized. That makes it sound, oh, that's cool. We capsized. Yeah, I capsized one time. Yeah, I be capsizing. Yeah, look at you over there capsizing. That don't make sense. Okay, whatever. Okay, so we get back to the little building that we were at where we initially started, and we're giving them their life vests and stuff like that. And while we're in there, they have like a little shop where you can buy like t-shirts and shower and water shoes and goggles and stuff like that. So we're in there looking for a wetsuit. Remember that? Remember that from the last part? It's a wetsuit. We're trying to find a wetsuit. So we don't see a wetsuit, but we're like, we're still going to try to go back. I guess they heard that we were trying to go back, so some guy came around and he was like, here, have a paddle. This is all I can give to you for you to try to find it with, but this is it. Like, and you didn't get this from me. He runs away. I'm like, bet, appreciate it. So we start walking back to where we drowned it. Where we capsized it. So we start walking back over there, and while we're over there, Hannah's calling dive teams because she's like, we need to find a diver to come over here and find our stuff. So that's happening. We're walking back. We get over there. Let me tell y'all. It was a trek. Like, it was about a 20-minute walk over to where we capsized at. I'm gonna keep saying that, by the way. So it was like a 20-minute walk. We get over there. So we're like, all right, Ken, go. She's like, I don't think this is a good idea. If you don't get... What do you mean it's not a good idea? I don't think we should be getting in the water, y'all. But you just said that you was gonna get in the water. Like, you said it. You told us that. So I'm like, we got you. Like, we gonna make sure you straight. Hannah, like, I'll get in with you. Like, we gonna be straight. Ted's like... When I'm thinking back on this, like... This is hilarious. Like, everybody is hilarious. So Kennedy is not getting in the water, basically. So we just decide to walk back. Same time, Hannah's still talking to dive team. She finds one, and it was like on their website. It was like they have underwater metal detector or whatever. So I think she was gonna get in contact with them, but she couldn't or something like that. At this point, the whole island knows that 4 little black kids just drowned in the lagoon when they went kayaking. So that's going around town. So we go back to the car for a minute, and we're kind of just sitting there. Remember, we don't have car keys. We can't move the car. The car has to stay where it is. And it's parked in a restaurant parking lot that says no overnight parking or you will be towed. So we're like, well, same time, our parents are in Atlanta going crazy, like, oh my God, we're gonna fly somebody out there to get y'all. Hannah had a spare key in Atlanta, so they was like, we're gonna fly out there, bring y'all the key, y'all gonna drive back home, we're gonna fly out there, da da da. We're like, bruh, please, like, you don't have to fly out here. Like, somebody in all of our family gets free flights, so everybody was ready to hop on a flight. Like, no, please, like, it's gonna be okay. So Hannah's aunt was like, I'm just drive down there. Like, I don't care what y'all say. Like, I'm gonna drive down there and I'm bringing y'all the key. So we're like, okay, cool. we called AAA. It's getting darker at this point. So we called AAA. We haven't eaten yet. We're hungry. We're wet. Like, it was just, I'm sorry. It was just so scary. Like, so we called AAA, and it's like 10 o'clock at this, no, it's like 8 o'clock at this point. And they're like, okay, we're gonna, it's cool. We can come get your car started or whatever, but it won't be until about midnight. It won't be till when? You want me to sit here on this island in this car in these wet clothes until midnight? Mate, come, I stink. Like, I want to take a shower. Like, I was just in the water with God knows what and God knows who. Like, you're tripping. So we're like, Hannah's like, I gotta leave this car. So Hannah goes in and talks to the people at the restaurant, and they're like, oh, we heard about what happened. You can leave your car, it's fine. We heard about what happened. So that the whole island is talking about us. We are famous. We're famous. I'm famous. Now y'all know. So so Hannah's mom gets us an Uber from where we are to the Walmart, because at this point we now need to go get clothes because we're spending the night. We don't have any clothes. Hey, let's go back to the beginning when we initially was like, let's go. And I said, guys, I don't think this is a good idea. We only have one phone charger. I guess that was okay. We were only going to end up with one phone. Wow. You know how you sit and you start thinking about something and it start making sense? Like, everything that happened makes sense. We went down there with one phone charger. Ended up with one phone. I said, y'all, we don't have no clothes. It's okay, because it's a Walmart. It's a Walmart. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything is just, wow, this is actually really crazy. So at the same time that they're getting us an Uber to the Walmart, they're also getting us a hotel room. So we had to get clothes. And when I tell y'all, you know how Walmart sell they shirts in like packs? When I tell y'all I have white shirts for days, like, I had to we had to buy so many shirts just for one night. Like, well, we needed an outfit to put on that night when we went to sleep and in the morning when we woke up. But like, I could, you know, I could make one big old shirt out of all them shirts. So all of us have so many shirts. So we get that and we get some shorts or whatever. We get hygiene products. Me and Hannah need to wash our hair. We had to get shampoo and conditioner. Oh, we are just running a checkup on this island. On Hilton Head Island, like running a checkup. So we do that. Then we had to get an Uber from the Walmart to the hotel. Hotel was maybe an hour away. When I tell y'all I slept that entire car ride, like, I was like exhausted. I'm lying. I missed so much. I skipped so many parts. I gotta tell y'all about the divers. Okay, so before we called AAA and talked to the people at the restaurant about leaving the car and all that, we had to do the divers. Hannah gets a phone call on her phone. Random phone call. They're like, hello, you guys, I heard you guys were looking for divers. Like, we can come out and dive or whatever. And we're thinking that's the people we saw online who we called and they're returning our call. Like, we're thinking that's the people with the metal detector. So we're like, bet, yeah, push up. They're like, okay, we do $100 an hour. We're like, okay, it shouldn't take them more than an hour if they have the metal detector. So we're like, okay, cool, come. So we sit and we maybe wait like an hour for them. At this point, we kind of are just accepting what's happening to us. So we're outside playing and stuff like that. Like, it was actually really fun at this point. So we finally see the divers and they're like, okay, hop in the back of the truck and take us to where y'all capsized at. So we do that. We hop in the back of the truck and we take them to where we capsized at. We're like, okay, it's right here, but on the other side, in that area under that branch. They're like, okay, bet. They suited and booted, and they toot us in the, okay, so they suit up and they get in the water. So after they get in the water, they start looking around or whatever, and they're trying to find it. I'm like, y'all, it's literally in that area. Like, I remember where I stepped on that. It's right there in that area. Like, it's not rocket science. Come on. So they're like using this like thing. Like, I don't see them use no metal detector. They're kind of just like using this thing. And but for whatever reason, we had hope, because we're like, if they have a metal detector, they're gonna detect the keys. They're gonna clink onto it, and we're gonna be It's gonna be great. So we're standing there. Time goes by. 10 minutes, 15 minutes, 30 minutes, 45 minutes. I start crying again. I'm like, wow, like this doesn't, like, I'm all for having hope, but this doesn't look like it's gonna end well. So maybe an hour go by, Hannah comes and she's like, tell them to get out the water. So we're like, okay. We're like, can y'all get out? Like, come on out, because we're not paying for no more than an hour. Get out the water. So Hannah's like, I thought y'all said that y'all had, while all of this is going, while all of this is going on, one of their girlfriends, like, had an attitude with us. Like, I don't know. Like, she was really upset with us, and we could really feel it. So Hannah's like, I thought you guys said that you all had a, underwater metal detector on your website. They're like, what website? We're like, huh? They're like, Hannah said you have a metal, it's on your website, it said you have a metal detector. They're like, where did you get a website from? Hannah's like, we called you from your website and then you called us back. They're like, no, we got your number from this guy and so we called you. We're like, that was a hideous face. Who gave y'all her number? Like, what is going on? Hannah's like, what? Like, who? They're like, I don't remember his name, but he said you all needed a diving expert. We're like, Hannah's like, oh no, we're not paying you guys. They're like, what? Hannah's like, no, because we didn't even call y'all for one. Y'all got our number from someone, and you should have made that known on the phone. It's taking y'all way more than an hour to do this. And y'all don't even have a metal detector. Like, we wouldn't even agree to it if we knew y'all didn't have a metal detector. Like, we thought that was gonna be like the tool that was the secret mouse tool. Like, we thought we were gonna be scot-free after y'all popped up with the metal detector, but y'all didn't. They're like, no, you have to pay us. Like, I had to make my diver drive out here from an hour out. Like, you need to pay us. We need some money. So I step in. So at this point, I just feel so defeated. So I start crying and I pop in. I'm like, let me put on my acting skills. So this is literally what I did. Okay. I'm like, no, we're not paying y'all because nobody asked y'all to come out here. We thought that y'all was somebody else and y'all not who y'all said y'all are. I don't have no money. I gotta go back to school next week. I'm finna lose my financial aid. Like, I'm just only a student and I don't have the money for this. Like, I don't understand what you want us to do. We are only kids. We didn't even call y'all. Whole time, they're like, Hannah and Kennedy and Tez are looking at me like, Hannah's like, Morgan, calm down. I'm like, I can't calm down because at this point, I'm tired. Like, I'm just tired. And they're like, okay, I understand that, ma'am, but we came out here and we did the work. We need some money. Like, you have to pay us. So I walk away. I'm like, no. Hannah's like, we not gonna pay y'all. Like, I'm sorry. They're like, I understand that, and it's not even me that I'm worried about. The man was like, it's my diver. Like, he had to come out here. He got called out on, like, it was his day off and he got called out here. He came out here for y'all. So Hannah started to get a little empathetic, and she's like, okay, we're not giving y'all the whole 100 though. So he's like, okay, that's fine. We can do 75. Hannah's like, okay, bet we can do 75. So we pay the man. And so they leave. We go back to the car. And this is the part where we kind of sat in the car and talked to AAA or whatever. And they told us what they was going to do. So where are we now? We're at the Walmart waiting on our Uber to the hotel. We in the Uber to the hotel. I don't remember that ride. I was knocked out the entire time. We get to the hotel. We get to the room. The room had one bed. Uno bedo. One bed. And, you know, it's okay. Like, I wasn't complaining because I didn't get the hotel. But, like, what are we gonna do? It's 4 of us. 1 boy, 3 girls. And, you know, so it was okay. Like, nobody was really tripping. We was like, we gonna make it work. How do we do it? Oh, Hannah and Tez got in the bed. Not even on nothing like that before y'all minds jump in the gutter. Jump in the gutter. They had to go to bed. And they got in the bed. They got it. Like, they won. I was like, I'm sleeping in this chair right here. And Kid made a pallet on the floor. So we're like, y'all, we still ain't no dinner. Like, we gotta eat. So we go down to the hotel. You know, the hotel be having that little, the little shop. And we get us some dinner. I don't remember what we got. Probably some mac and cheese or something nasty. Something ugly like that. So we did that. And then we went back upstairs to the room. We were actually up until about 2 a.m. just because, like, at this point we're restless. Like, everybody had taken their showers, washed their hair. We're all in there. We look pretty bad, but we also look pretty good because we were pretty refreshed. Like, nobody smelt like lagoon. Like, it was a great feeling. We were all in the room having fun, like, just us four. It was fun. So we eventually lay down and go to sleep after we stayed up laughing for about 2 hours and God knows what. So the next morning we get up, and that's when Hannah's aunt is on the way. So we're like, okay, we got to check out. We can go get something to eat, and then her aunt should be here by then. So we check out, and we get an Uber to the Cracker Barrel that was down the road. Disclaimer, I don't like Cracker Barrel. I've never had it before then, and no, it tastes racist. It is racist. It's just, everything about it is racist. Like, it's not good to me. But that's just how I feel. So yeah, we eat Cracker Barrel, and then I needed to go to the Verizon. It was a Verizon right next to it, and I was like, I need to go over here and try to figure out what I'm gonna do about my phone. So I'm talking to them, whatever, and then we sitting in the Verizon for maybe about an hour just laughing. Everything is just so hilarious. Like, we're dying laughing at everything. We forget completely about the fact that our phones, our keys, our IDs, our dignity is underwater. We're just having fun at this point. So her aunt pulls up. We get in the car with her. She takes us an hour back to where the car is and stuff like that. She gave us the key. We start the car. We get in the car, and we start the car up, and it's time to get back to the crib. Yes, sir. We were so happy. We were like, let's do this. Let's ride out. We got to get some gas, and then we're on the road back to the city where we belong, where we should have been the whole time. But so yeah, we ride back to the city. It was fun. Great little ride. We all came back to my house that night. Had a little sleepover. Yeah. So yeah, that's the end of that story time. No regrets. You know, I don't regret any of that. I actually had a blast with those three. I think it made us really close. Like, it brought us closer. It brought us closer for sure. Like, those are my dogs. Like, I love them. So, yeah. But thank you guys for tuning into the story time. That was the time when we drowned. Well, we capsized. You know, we capsized. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And follow me on all my social medias. And yeah, we about to get this YouTube popping. It's time for that. Let's do it. All right, y'all boys. Bam! I'm full niggas, I'm racist. My dick's about so take it.
All they do it, yeah. All they do it, hey. All they do it, yeah. Hey, I influence, hey, I influence, yeah.
Hey, baby, hello.
Yeah, 3 feet.
They got Hannah with us.
Why is
Hannah
mine
with
sitting
me.
like this?
It's in print.
This is Old Town. I can't even post it. Think
Where's
about it.
Ken?
Yeah, we got.
Okay.
Bring it back, bring it back, bring it back. Yeah.